All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Chicago Bears Daily. Figure I might as well get my pumpkin carving in before the end of Halloween season, spooky season. So today, the Bears did not do very well against the Cowboys on defense. Defense was kind of hard to watch today. They let up almost a 50 burger, so that's something you just don't like to see. Our offense, though, I will say, I enjoyed watching our offense, and that's 2 weeks in a row. For the first time in a long time, 2 weeks in a row now, I've actually enjoyed watching our offense. So I think we're making steps to go in the right direction there. We're definitely making strides, I think, and it seems like the play calling is getting better, and it seems like the players are getting a little bit more in sync. So I think that's kind of like a good step that we got going on there in the direction. Fields himself, I mean, he's starting to kind of turn it up a little bit. I think he's starting to get a little bit feel for the game. He's starting to kind of understand, like, he's starting to actually like throw the ball away when it needs to be thrown away. And I think his development has been something actually like fun to watch. Like, for what we've had in our past few years, as an offense, this is something that's kind of like a welcome sight. Like, with Fields in the back there, and it feels like he almost has like potential on every play almost to make like a big play. It seems like that potential is starting to become like real. It's starting to actually get there. So I think that's kind of like that's bringing me a little bit of excitement. Like, we're watching the games, and we're not hoping to get bailed out by the defense. We're not hoping to get bailed out by penalty calls. We're hoping to get no, actually, we're going out there, and we, with a few more pieces, I think you get like a complete offensive line. You kind of we'll be able to compete with some of these teams here. And clearly, the Cowboys were the better team today. I think we all knew that going into it. I still took the Bears in my confidence pool at the lowest confidence, just because it's always hard for me to bet against the Bears. But needless to say, I lost that. But I think we all kind of knew going into it that if we were to win today, it would just be a big upset. Like, we were not favored. I think we were 2-score underdogs in this game. So can't really be too mad about the loss. I think it was a 2-score game. I think we lost by it might have been a 3-score game. But either way, I think we're seeing some kind of development here. I think we're seeing a little bit of growth, and I think we're seeing a little bit of potential for the future. Our defense, however, I think really took a step back, and I did not like seeing that. I feel like we're kind of missing that veteran presence in Robert Quinn. I think missing Robert Quinn, he's in the locker room there. I think just not having his presence actually is going to hurt us a little bit in the short term. But once we kind of get settled down, we get used to not relying on him, I think we'll be okay. But I gotta say, watching that game, it's fun. There's moments now, like, we brought it within 5. We one 2-point conversion away from bringing it within 2, and that's you know what, that's exciting. Like, we knew our odds of winning when we went in there, they were low. So to even make it like a close game, to make it fun to watch, to give us some like offense, the defense needs to play better if we're gonna be any sort of competitive against good teams here in the future. But the offense has been our kind of main focus and our main struggle for the past forever. Look at these seeds here. Our offense has been our main struggle for as long as I've been alive, basically. So it's kind of like excitement that like something could be brewing here. We could be getting something going in terms of like an actual offensive scheme. And we have this kind of joke here where as soon as we get established here and as soon as our offensive coordinator Luke Getsy figures it out, someone's going to try to scalp him for a head coaching position, and then we'll have to start back at square one. But if we have the right personnel on the field, and Justin Fields turns out to be that guy, which he's showing signs of definite improvement. I'd say it's still too early for him to say if he'll become like that guy. He'll become like the savior of Chicago that we need him to be. I will say he's definitely showing signs of improvement. It is exciting to see kind of what's going on here, what's building, and yeah, like the Cowboys are a good team. So I have no, and there's no like bad beef between the Bears and the Cowboys. I don't think. I mean, the only thing they have over us is they highlighted it a few times today. It's Emmitt Smith broke Walter Payton's rushing record. So that's just like, old history. That's stuff that happens. But I think just going back to today, I really do think that we made some good improvements. I think we made some kind of the offense was executing. We didn't really have, other than Justin Fields' big, 30-something yard run that was called back due to a holding by Cole Kmet. I think other than that, our team stayed pretty disciplined. We showed discipline, we showed execution, and I think we had another holding on Braxton Jones, the rookie left tackle. So those things are going to happen, of course. Those things are going to happen. You can't pretend like they're never going to happen, because they're going to happen. But the key there is to just try to hold off of. Giants are on the board. The key there is to hold off of expectations of perfection. But we need to try to we need to try to have these guys, especially these young guys. They're going to become the veterans of the team real quick. We have a really young team, so these younger guys in the next couple of years, they're going to be the veterans on the team, and these guys are going to have to learn early on that these penalties, like these goofy penalties, are going to take back a 30-yard run. You can't be having that, and that's Cole Kmet, who's been in the league for a few years, but you cannot be doing those back-breaking penalties that, now, fortunately, I think we did get a first down after that, and we actually kept the drive alive. That's something that I'm talking about, improvements for like the offense. I know for a fact if we, maybe even last year or earlier in this season, actually, some parts of the season, it would have been a penalty like that, a holding penalty after a big run, would have been a backbreaker and a drive killer. We would not have gotten a first down, punted it away, and that would have been it. But we kept the ball. I also like the fact that what's his name, Eberflus he's ballsy. He sees opportunities in game, and I like this a lot. He sees situational football, and like going forward on fourth down, when you are at your own 40-yard line, it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, and you don't kick it away. You go for it, and of course you look much better when it works. But that's a risk sometimes you have to take in a situational kind of game. So to see it work out, I mean, it's obviously great because it worked. But even if it didn't work out, I would have liked it because it shows that we're not afraid. Like, we kind of have trust and faith in our offense to at least pick up a yard. But I'm liking what I'm honestly. It's weird to say. Can't get my hopes up yet. You can't be like, you can't think of all this amazing stuff is going to happen until it actually does. But I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing, and I'm liking where this team is kind of. This team is headed. I'm liking where this team is headed right now, and I think it's actually been kind of fun to go and watch a Bears game. It hasn't been painful to watch a Bears game. The loss definitely still sucks. You hate to lose. If you think about it, though, we do have a first round pick this year, which is exciting. So if we do play well and we do end up losing these games where we're actually in it, we show progress, we show that we're getting there. If we do play well and lose these games at the end of the day, we'll have a top pick, and we'll still be a young team that is showing their improvement and showing their development. So it's definitely been exciting. We have the Dolphins up next week, who is also a young team. They're in a little bit of a different scenario because they have premier wide receiver talent. Tua Tagovailoa. He's pretty good. He's okay. So it's going to be a test for our defense again, because those guys are track stars when they're out on the field. They are running all over the place. Tua can deliver the ball to them. I am concerned about our defense. I started the Bears in fantasy this week, and they gave me negative points, so you hate to see it. But, I probably should have seen that coming, to be honest. But I'm looking forward to seeing our offense. It's like same kind of deal. Actually, the Cowboys defense is a really good defense. So, they're like a really good defense. So, the fact that we even, Fields had himself a day. I'll say Mooney had a good day. Our running backs, both running backs actually had a good day. Cole Kmet caught a touchdown for the first time in 2 years. That's exciting. And our other receivers are kind of coming together. They're doing their parts. So everybody's kind of contributing here. And it's exciting because we have a quarterback here that's kind of commanding the offense, pulling it all together, putting everything right, commanding the line of scrimmage, things like that. And it is weird to even say that we do have a quarterback that is feeling like he's starting to become a little bit competent in the league. He's making the right decision. He's making the throws. He's making those sidearm throws, arm angle and everything. So it will be exciting to see where he goes from this point on. We got
very exciting. Go Bears.
Go Bears, baby. Big drop from my dad there. He didn't want to be in this all of a sudden, but now he wants to hop in and say, hey, what did you think about the game today?
Very satisfying.
Very satisfying, right?
In a lot of ways.
You want to step in the camera, or you want to just...
No. In a way, I was sad to score, but in another way, the progress I'm thrilled with.
That's exactly what I've been saying too.
I'm starting to feel like we do have a quarterback.
He feels like he's competent, he can make the decisions. He can make decisions to throw.
All right, I'm out.
All right.
All right, I mean, your...
No, you're good. Have fun with your workout. He's so it's like we were just saying, it's exciting to see where we're building it. It is a building season, so the fact that we are still, if the Packers lose tonight, the fact that we're still tied with the Packers, and we're in a building season and they're in a falling apart season, it kind of gives you a good feeling in the inside. I don't know about you. I mean, for me, it makes me feel pretty good. I'm still talking smack to my Packers friend. They've never let me hear the end of it, so I'm not going to let them hear the end of it. Even if my arguments sometimes don't make sense, I like to just piss them off because they're teetering a little bit. They're teetering. So you love to see it from a Bears perspective. We are definitely on the right track. Hopefully we can stay on schedule here and build it toward the future. But I think we are definitely doing the right things here in the start. And the season is still young. I'm kind of torn between I want to win. I want to keep winning and maybe potentially make the playoffs, but I feel like long-term developmental wise and draft pick wise, that isn't the smartest thing to do. But if we do really truly do keep winning and we look good and we do start making these plays and we do kind of start turning some heads, then who knows? It's Heineke almost threw a pick. Sorry. It's like I'm rooting for the Bears to be winning every game, but at the same time, sometimes the winning, if for the long term, if we're not winning as much and we're doing that, we're showing progress, and we're at the end of the day we're losing. My dad actually said earlier, losing in fashion, we're losing in style. That's the best, because then we're looking good, we're building something, and nobody's dejected. We're not losing in a sad fashion. We're not getting embarrassed out there. But we're showing progress, we're showing signs of life, and then at the end of the day, we'll have a higher draft pick to get a stud. So anybody maybe receiver help. Now we need pass rushers. Obviously, I feel like we're gonna go out and buy a whole new entire offensive line. So we have options. We have options and possibilities. This season is really about seeing where our weaknesses are, kind of exploiting where do we suck, what parts of our team needs the most work, what position needs the most work, and this is about this is the evaluation season, and I feel like nobody's safe. Justin Fields, he's definitely, as the season progresses, I will say he is definitely getting his job security. He's definitely getting there, I think. And it's exciting to see, it's exciting to see. We're not going to do anything this year, but we'll be getting there. And after our win on Monday night, I feel like a lot of people thought we were already there. This game was a nice back-to-earth reality kind of game. So it's nice to see us fall back to earth. Our egos aren't overinflated. We're not going around bragging that we're, like the best. The Bears are back. The Bears are on their way back. We're coming back. But we need just a little bit more work, a little bit more tweaking. Our team just needs a little bit more talent, and we are actually closer than I thought we would be. We look much better than I thought we would, still in this young early season here. So with that, I am looking forward to. I don't think we have any more primetime games this year, which I'm happy we went out on a high note. We beat the Patriots that Monday night. That was a fantastically fun game to watch. Pumpkin still smells good, so we're in good shape. But yeah, I am looking forward to playing the Dolphins. I believe we return back to Soldier Field, so I'm looking forward to that. Just a noon game, I believe, and we will see what happens. I'm just excited. I don't think the Dolphins have a great, crazy defense, so our offense is going to hopefully put some work in. Our defense is going to have a rough day, I think. Defense is, Tyreek Hill is going to be a tough guy to stop, and Jalen Waddle is looking pretty good too. So they have a deadly offense. We're going to see how it goes. I hope it's a fun game to watch. Let me know if you're going to tune in. Throw a comment in the comment section. Feel free to start a Bears conversation, whatever you'd like. I always enjoy interacting. Anything about the Bears. If you have differing opinions from me, please go ahead and drop them in the comments and leave a like. We do appreciate the support. And hit that subscribe button for Bears content. Trying to do it more often here now. I'm trying to find extra time in my schedule here. This pumpkin here is, we're making work here. I'm going to do the Superman logo. Maybe I'll put it up on the channel. I tried to do it last year and it turned out terrible. So year number 2. This is going to be a yearly thing until I can get it right. So maybe I'll, if it turns out, if it looks good, maybe I'll throw it up here. Or maybe I'll do Justin Fields' face. Just kidding. But next Sunday, Bears, Dolphins, I'm looking forward to it. And again, hit that subscribe button for more content. And hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And leave a comment if you have any thoughts and concerns. And I will see you in the next video. Go Bears, bear down. Let's go Bears, baby.